Hey guys, AGYT Abbott here, and today I'm finally going to be reviewing Season 11, Episode 1 of The Walking Dead. I know I'm being a little bit late with these first 2 or 3 reviews, but I have AMC Plus. I've been getting them a week early, and I'm just kind of enjoying getting them a week early. I wasn't even realizing that, I need to review them. So, we're doing Episode 1. This is the first episode of the final season, so let's get right on into it. If you haven't seen any of the episodes of Season 7, including, of course, this one, first episode, serious spoilers are ahead. So our group has a really badass opening, getting some MREs. We get some reuniting in Alexandria between Maggie and some of her people, and then we get straight into them going down into the subway during a storm. That's the main plot of this episode. We have Daryl, Maggie, Elijah, Negan, Cole, Gabriel, Gage, just to name a few, main people. And they're going through the subway. There's walkers, there's bodies that are, Maggie apparently says they were killed during the fall, but not entirely sure they were all killed during the fall. And of course, Negan and Maggie have that banter going on, so that's very enjoyable. But our second plot of the episode involves Eugene, Yumiko, Ezekiel, and Princess being questioned at the Commonwealth. They have these two people, they're auditors for the Commonwealth, and they ask our characters a bunch of questions, very intrusive questions, very weird questions. Princess talks about how she had a $2 bill because it was the first money she ever earned, so she just kept it with her the whole time. Yumiko dives into her backstory about, going to Harvard for her bachelor and her being a lawyer. Eugene and Ezekiel are answering their questions. Eugene knows all of his zip codes from different places he lives. It's very fun. So we have a contrast of comedy and darkness as we get back to the subway story, where Negan is trying to tell the group that there's these subway tunnels flood when it rains, so they probably need to go. They need to get out of here. And Daryl shuts it down. Daryl is like, man, you're not gonna be leading shit down here. He lets Negan know right off the bat, pun intended, that they're not friends. Negan's like, hey, can I talk to you? And Daryl's like, no, you think we're buddies or something? We get some talking between Daryl and Maggie and Negan, just based off of like the whole decision making process of this mission. Earlier in the episode, Maggie's pitching this to the group, but Rosita's literally like, this is a suicide mission, Maggie. And it really is, and Negan points it out to her multiple times. Alden, I forgot to mention Alden's there as well. He's like, man, I'm real close to sticking a gag in your mouth. That was a funny moment. But yeah, one of the most badass aspects of this episode, not that he does anything, he's just very intense, just standing around. We have Michael James Shaw as Mercer in this episode. Dude, he's barely said anything yet this season, and he's already becoming such a favorite character. He's just so intense, and you can feel I don't know, at least when I'm watching his scenes, I can feel the power off of his performance for that character, because if you know the comics, Mercer's a very intense guy. He's a very strong, powerful figure within the Commonwealth, and they completely sell it within this video, or this video episode, as he's like, yeah, I'm in charge. Oh man, he was awesome. So the group decides they're gonna take some CRM. Oh gosh, not CRM. Sorry, getting the different groups and universe confused. But they're taking the Commonwealth uniforms. But as they're trying to leave, Yumiko notices that her picture is on the wall of the Lost, which means her brother is looking for her. So that's really cool. We're finally getting some story for Yumiko, because I feel like she's one of the most underrated characters from Magnus group anyway. But yeah, I'm excited for where her story goes this season. So Negan is standing up to Maggie. He's like, man, I am not letting you drag me through this sewer waiting for me to die. He basically believes, like, man, you brought me here to kill me. You brought me here to die. If I don't die in these subway tunnels or by walkers, you're going to do it yourself away from the prying eyes of Alexandria here in the jungle. That's literally what he says. And then there's a line that triggers a lot of fans, and it triggers Daryl and Maggie specifically. I am not going to let you drag me through the dirt just to put me down like a dog, like Glenn was. Boy, Glenn was one of my favorite characters in the whole series. I was pretty pissed at Negan in that moment, and I love Negan. Negan's one of my favorite characters of the whole franchise, whole universe. But man, dude, he deserved that punch from Daryl. I'll be 100% on that. And Maggie's like, I'm not the same person that left like 5 years ago or whatever, that, spared your life. She lets him know, like, you're dealing with a completely new Maggie, and I'm not messing around anymore. And it's always on my mind, killing you. The thought of killing you is always on my mind. So Maggie is very much ready to kill Negan, but she tells him to keep pushing her. For now, she's just gonna keep using him. But that backfires on Maggie supremely as she's hanging off the edge of the subway car at the end of the episode, and Negan's just standing there, and it maybe seems like he might help her, but nah. Negan lets Maggie fall, and woo boy, just from someone that's seen episode 2, y'all, he is gonna regret that shit. But I don't know. Do you believe that Negan was going to lift Maggie up in this episode? For those of you that have watched episode 2, am I correct? He definitely regretted that after making that decision. That was fucking. Oh boy, he gets a punishment, that's for sure. And for those of you that haven't seen episode 2, what do you think's gonna happen? Is Maggie going to die? Are the Commonwealth soldiers going to figure out Eugene's true motives? Because they haven't really spilled a whole lot on why they were at the train yard and everything yet. He mentioned Stephanie, but he didn't get into the finer details. So let me know what you think of episode 2 if you've seen it. If you haven't seen episode 2, leave predictions down in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching my review for the final season. We're all going to get through this crazy last ride together. And I can't wait for The World Beyond Season 2 and Fear the Walking Dead Season 7 as well. We're going to do reviews for all of that. This is going to be a Walking Dead year, that is for sure. So, yeah, take care everyone, and goodbye.